Arctic Motel Simulator. At first glance, this seems like just another something simulator game, thrown together with store-bought assets. You will probably have seen many of the models and or textures before in similar games, and some of them look really out of place. Playing the game initially isn't much better. You are picking up rubbish and placing furniture via a radial menu, like House Flipper with worse controls and less choices. Decorating rooms is particularly rough, as you scroll through around 20 different wallpaper textures, of which only about 4 look even halfway decent. Why are there two different red brick textures? And why are they both tiny? Slowly, however, additional events activates and challenges open up. You add a small store to the motel and guest starts asking for room service. Winter sets in and you need to keep the heating fair. You get a phone call from a woman asking if her husband checked in with another woman. The police tell you about a wanted criminal and ask you to call if the checks in. You set up hunting and fishing facilities. As well as being surprised by the variety in the game, I am also impressed with how stable it is. Games like these are notoriously for being buggy, particularly at launch, but I have not had a single issue so far in 6 hours. Currently it's hard to really customize your rooms in a unique way, and there is no real benefit to doing this. With a lot more customization options, the game will improve, but even so, as there is more than enough to do keep you busy. The beginning of the game is quite slow. It can take a good few hours to get going and start getting employees. Profits trickles in and I ended up in the red quite a few days. But now I'm over 20 hours in the money just rolls in my itself. I have employees doing every task and I can just build or hunt or fish or do whatever I fancy, other than keeping on top of environmental management. It's generally intuitive and easy to see what you need to do for upgrades and levels. It's not all positive, the UI is clunky, particularly for moving items and decorating, and the pace at the start is both a hat-trick experience in terms of time management. Finally, I feel the need to warn that there is some questionable content in the form of secret agent employees who guess will hire for services for some reason they guess, especially the gender of the agent the way want, and the agent just goes into their room for half an hour before walking out with about 100. Oh, and the agents all wear revealing clothing and have an attachments rating. So maybe don't buy this for your kids or stream it on your family friendly Twitch channel. Engaging with this system is optional, but I managed to stumble into it accidentally, and the enthusiastic name doesn't really make it obvious what's going on until you have already added your first agent. But if you can overlook the out of place asset, occasionally awkward controls and uneven progression, there is a lot to enjoy here.